Hello, and thank you for taking the time to watch this introduction to Pack. I'll start by giving background on the Shopify space, overview of Hydrogen and why brands are using it, and then explain how Pack fits in. What you'll see is how Pack makes managing your Shopify Hydrogen storefront as fast and easy as a Shopify theme, while giving you all the power and development flexibility of Hydrogen. Today, there's a big gap in the market. That gap is between Shopify themes and headless development. On one hand, there's lots of value in Shopify themes. You get fast time to market, access to one-click install apps, and lots of control through their theme editor. On the other hand, as brand requirements scale beyond a theme, this led to complex headless development projects where you would pick a framework, hosting, middleware, CMS, and so on. Shopify saw this gap in the market and came out with Hydrogen to make custom development easier. So what is Hydrogen? Hydrogen is a development framework that was released by Shopify as an alternative to building standard Liquid themes. At its core, Hydrogen is a set of React components and hooks along with the Remix development framework. Then there is Oxygen, which is their hosting infrastructure to host Hydrogen apps. Shopify handles all the backend hosting and infrastructure so you don't have to. So why are brands using Hydrogen? One is user experience. Brands obviously want the best possible user experience. For large brands, it's crucial and standing out is difficult. For a truly unique experience across creative, interactivity, and robust, complex, or custom features, teams need a more flexible framework because not only does it need to be feature-rich, it also needs to be fast. There's no limit to what you can do with your experiences. As all of these requirements start to build, there's also demands for these features all needing to be built quickly, which is another core benefit, development efficiency. 1 hour of building and engineering goes much further with better tools. That is the power of Hydrogen and React. Last thing to add is streamlining management. As brands grow, typically they want to rely less on adding dozens and dozens of apps to their store and more on building fast and dynamic experiences that are specific to their brand. This is also what gives you more control of how your store performs and unlocks new possibilities across personalized experiences that are performant. Great, so we're sold on Hydrogen. So if I'm not a developer, how do I use this? That is where Pack comes in. Think of Hydrogen as your developer tool and infrastructure, and think of Pack as the interface to manage your store and edit your content. Pack is a digital experience platform that has been purpose-built for Hydrogen. There are lots of approaches you can take across CMSs, structured data, visual editors, but nothing has been built for Hydrogen with the Shopify marketer and developer in mind. One of our key features is a visual customizer that allows you to freely manage and drag and drop the components in your Hydrogen storefront. As we worked closely with brands, we understood what they were asking for. One, a modern, flexible framework like Hydrogen that enables a great, fast experience. And two, in an interface that's easy to manage so that they can move as fast as possible to keep up with the market. So let's get into the product. I will walk you through a few of our core features and benefits. The first is easy setup. You can sign up for Pack today on our website, and it will take you through a setup flow to add your Shopify credentials, link your Hydrogen channel, and deploy to Oxygen. All the integration behind the scenes is taken care of. Once that is done, if I click into the customizer, you can see our starter theme in our visual content management system. The first thing you'll notice is that this looks and feels very familiar with the page sections listed on the left-hand rail here. The biggest difference is that this editor is actually a way to visually manage your React components. As you can see, these sections are enabled to drag and drop to rearrange the order of the sections on a page. And then each of these sections are editable by drilling into the component and seeing the options that are available to edit, whether that's swapping images for videos, content alignment, text, etc. So just as an example, we can just edit the content here, change the alignment, and click Save. As I continue to build out my sections, all of these become reusable across my store. So as an example, if I click on a new page and add a new section, I have the option to add a new section, or I can either copy or link an existing section that I have built on another page. The value here is really around flexibility within these sections and moving quickly across content management. So taking a step back, the way that all these sections are built are through your React components. The way I use those components is just by clicking this plus sign and adding a new component, and this will show you a list of all the components that you have in your codebase. So another way to think about this is rather than building a theme template, you are building a library of components that can be used anywhere throughout your site. There are two types of components that you can create within Pack. One, Pack sections where you can build any type of component you want and manage that content within the CMS here. Two, meta object sections where you can build a component which displays data from a Shopify meta object. This gives you the ability to add a section and within the interface, browse your meta object entries and visually display that data before saving. We have also extended this functionality to not only read, but also write back to meta objects should you want to make updates to your entries visually. So there's lots of flexibility with how you build out sections, how that data is managed, and visually display all that content in real time before publishing. In terms of the publishing workflow, I have the ability to save within the customizer, which means it will save the updates as a draft but not publish. From here, I have the ability to share a link with my internal stakeholders for feedback. Once everything is approved, I can publish these updates, add a comment to keep a log of my updates, and then at that point, those changes are live. If you wanted to take your workflows a step further, there are also content environments that are isolated instances of content that can be used for staging, development sandbox, or a place to prepare larger sets of content updates. This editing experience also extends to global site settings, so for things like your header, footer, site navigation, I'm also able to drill in and rearrange menu items, go a level deeper and manage my mega menu, all without having to request those changes from a developer. To quickly touch on the developer workflow, this customizer is not only for the marketer. What I can do is toggle the customizer from my live main branch to a development branch or local host for my local development environment. So your developer can develop new components, register those components with Pack, and see them show up in the platform so you can validate all the functionality, the schema settings, and make sure everything is completely functional before passing it to your collaborators. One of our main goals at Pack is to make Hydrogen as accessible as possible. So what we did was open source our starter theme, which is available in GitHub. And this includes a number of components across really robust heroes, sliders, product rows, 50/50 tiles, promo bars, cart functionality, and more. All of these components are pre-integrated with our customizer so that they're all editable within Pack. While the starter theme is not required to use, this has enabled brands to move very quickly to the point where these stores can be built as fast or faster than a liquid theme. We are constantly working on these components and have also packaged a number of third-party integrations across popular reviews, email, subscriptions, and loyalty platforms to ensure the fastest time to market possible. Hopefully going through this video gave you a good sense of our capabilities. You can see how Pack makes managing your Hydrogen storefront powerful and easy to use. We have built a community of brands and developers that are building incredible experiences, and we're excited to forge a path of making Hydrogen more accessible to brands and development teams. There are a number of features that we didn't get to, and we're excited to share more of these videos to showcase our other features and how we can continue to push the boundaries of these new experiences. Thank you for watching. Please reach out to learn more, and we're excited to see what we can build together.